My son, he's 5, and this is his second school year here. And he was actually diagnosed with autism when he was 19 months old. And so for the first 2 years of preschool, he went to another private school, but I had to hire an outside facilitation company in order for him to attend. And so I was spending upwards of $40,000 a year for preschool.
We heard about smaller class sizes, fewer kids with more teachers. We heard about a nurturing, loving environment. There's religious studies in addition to regular preschool education. There's play, there's playground, there's Shabbat, just a variety of things that sounded like a well-rounded school experience and a good first experience for a child who was 2 and had never been in daycare or outside of the home.
I finally made the decision to put him in just like a half-day preschool, and I thought it would be good for him too to be around his peers. So this was after a year of working full-time and not being able to see Gavin. So I was, of course, very apprehensive to give my child over to strange people to take care of for a few hours. And immediately these women at this preschool were so amazing, so nurturing, so patient with him, so loving, that within a couple of days he felt so much more relaxed and so excited to come here.
Inclusion and being around typical kids is a necessity for him to progress. They told me I didn't need a facilitator, and that the classes are small enough to where they could really give him the right amount of attention. He was diagnosed so young that even from the beginning, I mean, I didn't think that he was ever going to be able to go to a typical school.
Once we had Shelby in the school and she stayed for 3 years, we didn't want to leave, and even when there was a public preschool or pre-K option, we decided to stay here rather than transfer. Now my son, who's almost 3, has been here. This is his 3rd year because he did Mother's Morning Out program, and he is flourishing and really speaking faster than she spoke, being more interactive with kids, more social. I just feel like starting him a little bit earlier was better than the 2-year-old start with my daughter.
Evie, who later started, she's 2 years younger, and so she started when she was 18 months old. And now Levi, so Levi is 2.5, and we adopted Levi last year from China. Evie and Gavin and my husband and I all went to China, and when we were getting ready to leave, I get a message from Jennifer, the director of the school, and she said, "We have something for you guys." And I said, "Oh, that's so nice." And they come over with bags full of activities for Gavin and Evie on the plane, gifts for Levi. They were so excited about welcoming this little boy into this community, and it's overwhelming to adopt. It's extra overwhelming to adopt a child with issues. You know, Levi has a cleft palate and a cleft lip, and they said, "Don't you worry, we'll incorporate whatever you need us to into his learning the same way we did with Gavin."
In our classrooms, we have a very low teacher-to-student ratio. That gives us the opportunity as teachers to work individually with each child where they are developmentally. Not every child comes into our school at the same level. They may be the same age, but they're definitely not the same developmental level. So we're able to work with them individually to take them to the next step.
We do everything from teaching ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and basic reading skills, handwriting skills, to learning about the weekly Torah portion and of course the holidays, and singing lots of songs and learning about Israel.
He is having a blast here. Above all 3 kids, Levi is definitely the most excited to come to school every day. Is he ready to go to school? Yeah! Like, he can't wait.
We pride ourselves on our low student-teacher ratios. because we believe that children should be children. At this age in their life, children should be having fun, and children should be, their strengths and their weaknesses should be nurtured and appreciated. And we believe wholeheartedly that every child has something to offer and every child is an individual.
He wakes me up in the morning. He's like so excited to get up and go to school. On the weekends, he asks me to go to school, and I have to tell him that school's closed, and he actually gets upset. The thing that I love so much is that they treat Brody like a typical child. They're experienced enough to where if something comes up, I know that they know what to do.
I enjoy the communication with the teachers because I feel like the teachers have become someone I can be friendly with. I can talk to on Facebook, I can interact with outside of class, if I see them at services, if I see them in the temple for some other activity. I feel comfortable talking to them, I feel like they're happy to talk to me, and I know that they love my kids.
They are having full-on sensory, creative. It's almost like he's bored when he comes home because he's used to having all this free play here. And it is unbelievable how excited he is to come and how he's building relationships and learning from his peers. I just can't imagine sending my kids anywhere else and feeling this confident about the love and attention and quality programming education that he would get anywhere else.